Raghuram Rajan has been scathing in his criticism of the National Democratic Alliance, especially the so-called 20 lakh stimulus package. Let us take a look. Welcome back to Berich. Raghuram Rajan has given a freewheeling interview to Business Standard in which he has taken down this so-called 20 lakh package step by step. First, he says loans and guarantees take a long time to percolate. The hunger faced by the migrant worker is not going to wait for the credits and the guarantees to percolate during the system. He also added that only giving grains and 1 kg chana to a family will not help. They need oil, they need vegetables, they need salt, they need cash. On labor reforms, Raghuram Rajan has said these reforms have been talked or long about, and we have swung to the other end, and without any wide consultative process, we have stuck it off with a government pen. And since these are in the concurrent list, this will not work. On agricultural reforms, he says some of these steps are welcome, but it cannot be that the center will push it down the throat of the state because agriculture is also in the concurrent list and the Essential Commodities Act, the APMC Act has to be amended with the help of the state governments. Announcing a dictate from the top will not help. On privatization, he has said the record of privatization of this government has been pathetic. Whatever has been sold is a fraction of what has been announced, and most of this fraction has been done friendly sales with one government entity buying another government entity from the government. This is what I have also been saying, transferring money from the left hand to the right hand. He says that the government is under enormous pressure because they are afraid of the rating agencies. Rajan is of the opinion this is the time when we should give up the fear of rating agencies and do what is good for the poor. He says the rating agencies will come around. He also has said that this government is short on talent and there should not be any problem in consulting experts and leaders from the opposition before taking action. If we don't act now, he said, the economy will become a shadow of itself. This is exactly what I have been saying. Shaktikanta Das has alluded to this by saying that he has overestimated growth and the growth for the year 2020 to 2022 will be negative. This is a hammer blow. This means that the government revenues will drop and the excess borrowing will go only to meet government expenditure and there will be little money for stimulus. On MSME and SME, what Rajan has said is that these sectors are already highly over-indented and over-leveraged. By giving them more loans and more leverage, you are making them sick. Better instead, as Nitin Gadkari said, private corporates, state governments and central governments owe these companies 5 lakh crores. If these 5 lakh crores were released immediately, this will go a long way to solve this problem instead of stuffing their throat down with more credit and making them more sick. He said, if you don't revive the MSME, SME sector, the jobs will be very difficult to come by and the economy itself could become a shadow of itself. Also, what Rajan said, another big problem in giving loans and guarantees is even before the COVID-19 crisis struck, the financial architecture of India is very weak. There are structural problems both in our shadow banks and banks. Unless banks are recapitalized, non-performing assets are completely cleaned off the system, the banks will not be able to lend freely. So what we are hoping is having a leaking tube and hoping that when you pour water into a leaking tube, it will reach its bottom. What sadly will happen is the water will leak. What do I mean by when I say water will leak? Companies like Tata's and Reliance are taking advantages of low interest rates, while the bottom of this pyramid, MSME and SME, do not get the funds they require. Unless this government gives a big stimulus, there is no way this economy is going to revive. The sooner we give, the lesser the stimulus. The longer we take, greater the stimulus. Thank you for watching Be Rich. If you like my content, please press the subscribe button and turn on the bell notification. I have a request to make. I have a young team working with me. If you like my content, hit the like button and give us a thumbs up signal. I have given a WhatsApp number below. If you like to buy my books, send a message to the WhatsApp number and my team would get in touch with you. If you require to get in touch with me directly, please contact me at berichenglish@gmail.com. Once again, I thank you for being in Berich.